way across the globe in Vancouver, BC, Canada.
Excuse me? From where?
From abroad.
Did you say Vancouver?
It wasn't so much the geographic distance, it was the fact they're 20 years behind us.
Oh, watch it there, buddy.
Oh, here the weather's now. Oh,
thank you.
We love our Canadians.
Thank you, my Reno friends, for that. I appreciate it.
We love our Canadians. You guys know that.
As an honorary member of the Snowbirds Jet demonstration team, I take exception to that.
You guys know we love you. Come on. Okay, they are in the back of Peabody, coming around Peabody Mountain right now. I'd like to remind everybody, we're up here, we're enjoying our snowy snow cones. They've got a flavored tiger's blood in honor of Bill Tiger and Stephanie. They've also got Section 3 orange back there. Okay, get ready for your first unlimited race. This is our unlimited silver race. These are pretty much stock airplanes. The airplane, our pace plane, is Greg Collier's Ace Maker. Greg's an air show pilot. Beautiful Lockheed T-33. Matter of fact, Greg's probably in that airplane catching a ride with Steve Hinton, our pace pilot. So again, he's going to be leading down Corey Wells from Ione, California, in a 3350 powered Sea Fury. Stuart Dawson from Salina, Texas, in an F7F Tiger Cat in a twin airplane. Doug Matthews in P-51D model, the Rebel. Jim Tobel in F4U Corsair, and Brant Seghetti in the P-51D model, Sparky, sponsored by Jelly Belly Candy.
That face plane has the guy pylon in place.
Going to the cockpit.
Unlimited gate station control, cleared on the course. Thank you. Plane and racer, it'll be rolling wings level and starting right on down.
Wings level. Okay, if you look way out in front of you, you can see a bright reflection out there on the mountain. That is the guide pylon. As they come down the chute, they have to remain in their lane. They can't change lanes. They can accelerate forward ahead of the other aircraft, but they can't change lanes until they get to the guide pylon. That's the light way out on the mountain directly ahead of us. Once they get there, race on, lane changing acceptable. Okay, right now Steve's bringing from echelon formation up to wing abreast. He should be looking straight out the right wing of Greg Collier's T-33 Ace Maker, looking straight down, having a line of airplanes. When he has that, he's going to drop the nose, lead him onto the course, say, gentlemen, you have a race. He will pull up and exit the course, go up high overhead as a safety pilot. Should one of our planes have a problem, he will swoop down next to him and be an extra set of eyes and cool, calm, collect thoughts should they need that to get back on the ground. They got the wind behind their back, so they're going to hit the course going pretty good. But
Well, you know, gentlemen, there you are. You're looking good, gentlemen. You got a race.
you heard it. You have a race. Look over your right shoulder. This is your unlimited silver race for 2014. On the inside, Corey Wells from Ione, California, flying the Sanders Family Sea Fury 924. The second aircraft, the big, beautiful F7F Tiger Cat from Rod Lewis's stable in San Antonio, Texas, being flown by Stewie Dawson. In La Patrona, the Tiger Cat, 2 R2800 radials in tight formation. Right after that was Doug Matthews in the Mustang-powered Rebel, a D model North American P-51D model. After that, Jim Tobel in the beautiful Corsair, the Pinwing Bird, and last but not least, Brant Seghetti, who should go by the Corsair pretty quick if he hasn't already. Okay, Brant Seghetti is in Sparky. That's the P-51D model Mustang from Vacaville, California, sponsored by Jelly Belly Candy Company. Okay, now they're entering the Valley of Speed. If you look out there to about the 9 o'clock position, you're going to see the shadows coming through the shadows. That's what we call the Valley of Speed. That's where they're going to get down low. They're going to get the speed up. They're going to come around pylons 7, 8, 9. When they do, let's listen to the sound of the beautiful unlimited air racing Reno, Nevada style. Here we go. Corey Wells in the Sea Fury. Okay, after the first lap, we've got Corey Wells from Ione, California, in that beautiful 3350 powered Sea Fury. Stewie Dawson in the big, beautiful Tiger Cat. Doug Matthews in the P-51D model Mustang. followed by Brant Seghetti and Sparky, the D-model Mustang, and Jim Tobel in the Korean War Hero F4U Corsair Tail End Charlie. Now, it's where this race is important, especially to Corey Wells. If he can maintain that lead and win this race, he has the option to bump up to the Gold Unlimited race with the Bad Boys of Air Racing later on this afternoon. You say, well, why would he want to bump up there? Well, because last place in the gold pays more than first place in the silver. So that would, if he does decide to do that, that would put all three of the Sanders family Sea Furies in this afternoon's gold race. Okay, here they are. Valley of Speed right now. Look up to pylons 7 and 8. Here comes Corey Wells. Listen to the sound of that 3350 powered Sea Fury. Listen to the sound of 4,000 horsepower Pratt Whitney in tight formation, followed by a Mustang in tight trail. Brant Seghetti and Sparky and Jim Tobel in the John Spout Corsair. Now, if you notice that Doug Matthews is giving an awful lot of respect to that big Tiger Cat out in front of him. That's a big airplane, twin engine, has a high wing loading with all that power behind it, and he really beats up the air. Watch as they come around. Watch Doug Matthews kind of bumping around in that D-model Mustang. That Tiger Cat, much like the Sea Furies, really beats up the race course ahead of these airplanes. Okay, speaking of Sea Furies, we should have Corey Wells off in the shadows of the Valley Speed here again. Yeah, he's way down low over here, 9 o'clock position, coming around from Sanders, Eagles Nest, Ione, California. Race 924, their beautiful Sea Fury. Let's listen to her one more time. Okay, you can tell he's pulled back on the power considerably because he's got this race made. If he just keep it out there, he's got the option of bumping up to today's gold race. Okay, here we go. Stuart Dawson in the big beautiful Tiger Cat. Right on his tail, Doug Matthews in the P-51D model Mustang, the Rebel. And coming around pylon 789 right now, Brant Seghetti from Vacaville, California, and Sparky, followed by Jim Tobel in the F4U Corsair. Now you notice that Corsair, it's got the same engines in it, the R2800, that the big Tiger Cat does, only it just has one, whereas the Tiger Cat has two. Now you also notice the inverted gull wing configuration of the wing on the Corsair. There's really no aerodynamic advantage of having that gull wing. It was purely functional. So what it does is it lifts the nose up off the ground even higher, so they can put a bigger propeller on there and shorter, stronger landing gear for carrier operations, as they did back in World War II and Korea. One more time, Corey Wells, race number 924, the Sea Fury. Now the Sea Furies came with a Bristol Centaurus engine. That was a sleeve valve 18-cylinder engine. Had a really sweet sound to them. 5-blade prop in most cases. Very expensive to operate, maintain, and overhaul. So most of them have changed them out to the 3350 Wright engine, as was found on the Sky Raiders and prior to that, the B-29s. The Tiger Cat is one of the largest single-engine fighters ever made. It's got a very narrow fuselage. Most of them were single-engine night or single-pilot night fighters. They do have the twin R2800 radial engines, 2,000 horse each. Very, very dependable aircraft. Just came along at the end of the war. Didn't see a lot of service. A lot of those were used as fire bombers. Okay, nothing's changed. We still have Corey Wells in first, Stuart Dawson second, Doug Matthews third, Brant Seghetti fourth, and Jim Tobel in the Corsair fifth. Yeah, a lot of the Tiger Cats were used as fire bombers after their service in the military. Used to see those at Santa Rosa as short as 20 years ago. I remember seeing those when I was a student pilot. So again, only about 6 of them left flying right now, so they're worth their weight in gold. So it's a real treat for Rod Lewis to bring one of his over here for us to enjoy each and every year at the National Championship Air Races. So not only is this rare to see one racing, it's rare to see one at all, let alone flying. Okay, speaking of that big Tiger Cat, he is at the Valley Speed right now. And kind of respecting the air behind him is Doug Matthews from Wellington, Florida, in the Rebel, a beautiful D-model Mustang P-51 built North American Aviation in Inglewood, California. Now, the D-model Mustang was most easily distinguished by the bubble canopy. They all had the radiator. That's the scoop underneath the airplane. That's where the radiator for the liquid cooling is. The A models had an Allison engine. The B and C models were essentially the same airplane with a high Razorback on a turtleneck. And then the D model and the K models have the bubble canopy. Just like Sparky right here. She's a D model. Okay, next time around, we're going to get the white flag. So here's Jim Tobel right now flying Joe, his dad's airplane. Gorgeous airplane, beautiful restoration in honor of his father. Okay, here comes our unofficial leader, Mr. Corey Wells from Ione, California, coming in for the white flag on this lap. Okay, looks like we got our big Tiger Cat, the Valley Speed one more time. That's off the 9 o'clock position as you look out to the race course. Again, respecting the air, because you know that air is really beat up behind him. He didn't want to get his fillings knocked out. It's Doug Matthews and our beautiful Rebel, the D-model Mustang, built in Inglewood, California, by way of Wellington, Florida this week. Boy, those sound nice. Okay, we're looking for Corey now. Corey should be off the Valley Speed. Well, it looks like he's way back there, a little bit high. We got another airplane low. That should be Brent Spaghetti and Sparky. And again, go by the Jelly Belly booth right back here behind the main grandstands. Get your Jelly Bellies, get your Sparky t-shirt. Let them know the announcing stand sent you. We love working with those guys, and we love having Sparky here, courtesy of Jelly Belly Candy Company. Race 44, last year's bronze champion, Sparky. Okay, here we go. Corey Wells passing, overtaking at the finish line, Jim Tobel in the beautiful F4U Corsair. Okay, unofficial. Looks like we've got Corey Wells at 9:24. We'll have the option to bump up to this afternoon's gold race. Second place was Stewie Dawson flying Rod Lewis's big, beautiful F7F Tiger Cat, La Patrona. Followed by Doug Matthews from Wellington, Florida in the D-model Mustang. Right after that, Brent Spaghetti and Sparky, the Jelly Belly Special, the D-model Mustang from Vacaville, California. And Jim Tobel from Bamberg, South Carolina in that gorgeous Transva F4U Corsair. Okay, come around one more time to take the official checkered flag. Stewie Dawson flying Rod Lewis's big, beautiful Tiger Cat. And Doug Matthews in the Rebel. Okay, what our pilots are going to do now is they're going to go 2,000 feet above the ground level in what we call the cooldown lap. Not only does this give them a chance to pull the power back, pull the engines down, also gives them a chance to go from gladiator mode back into pilot mode, because now they have to land these 70-year-old warbirds. Okay, this should be Brent Spaghetti and Sparky right now. Brent had a mayday on takeoff in yesterday's race. He took off and he got the canopy showered with coolant. He got the airplane turned around and back on the ground. They found a $2 hose clamp had busted. I literally saw it in the pits yesterday. So a $2 hose clamp grounded a $1 million airplane. Isn't that the way it always goes? You guys catch that R2-D2 in the back of Spirit America with a Section 3 orange shirt on. You know, Section 3, I got to tell you, our snowy snow cone booth has Section 3 orange, but I got a real kick out of it. If you go into the porta cans behind the main bleachers, they've got a Section 3 motif. They're all done in orange plastic on the inside in honor of you guys as well.
All right, let's look for the replay on the big screen, folks. Check it out as you kick back.
Checkered flag waving. Easy victory for Corey Wells from Ione, California, flying one of the Sanders family Sea Furies. from Ione, California, Eagles Nest, home of the fastest Sea Furies in the world. Unofficially, Corey Wells, 924. Number 1, La Patron, that'll be Stewie Dawson. Number 12, that would be Doug Matthews, followed by Brent Zagetti and Sparky, and Taylor and Charlie was the beautiful Korean War hero, the F4U Corsair, flown by Mr. Jim Tobol. Okay, Danny, I am going to step out of the way because we've got a jet race coming up. And taking the microphone with you is my good friend, Mr. Ed Knoll. Had a chance of flying the backseat of Ed's airplanes a couple times up here. Okay, no cuts on that race. Average speed 370.23 miles per hour. Your unlimited silver race is in the books.